Hello, my name is Jay Kwong.
And my name is Ethan Kurian, and we are high schoolers at Ed W. Clark High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, look at this quick statistic. According to Johns Hopkins University, less than 20% of Americans actually know their own state legislator, and that number gets even smaller when we look at the youth today.
Nevada passes hundreds of bills each year, and within this legislation session of 83rd, over 1,200 bills were passed. Bills that affect students, families, and entire communities. But here's the problem. Legal language is confusing, and most high schoolers don't even know how they could get involved. This creates a huge gap between young people and the laws that shape their lives.
Yeah, so say I'm a student that's really interested in health. If I go to the website and search up health, and I look for different bills based on health, you can see that there's a lot of jargon and a lot of confusing things that a high schooler likely won't understand.
Our solution to this problem is the Nevada Youth Policy Tracker. It's a simple website that simplifies Nevada bills so all high schoolers can understand the Nevada bills.
So this is our landing page where we actually introduce people to the app. We give a rundown of the legislative process overall, what the app can do, and then some extra tips on getting engaged in your community.
So now let's get started. So as you can see here, this provides all the list of the Nevada bills, 210 bills within the 83rd session. Of course, having 210 bills all in one screen can be bothersome to users. That is why we allow users to close on certain types of bills for easier convenience.
Now, say I'm that same student that's interested in healthcare. I go to the search bar and search the keyword health, and I'm explicitly told that there are 178 bills across four categories related to my interests. Additionally, if I click on one of these bills, I'm provided with an AI generated description that lets me understand the bill in simple terms, while also knowing at what stage in the legislative process it is, and if I want to learn more, I can click on the official View Official Bill page option and read the actual full text.
All right, now let's move on to the representatives tab. Now, going back to our original Johns Hopkins statistics, in order to address this issue, we decided to provide an easy way for students to contact their representatives. Simply, they could click on the official website to these representatives, or they can press contact representatives and get a simple email template that allows students to provide a simple contact or a way of contact with these representatives.
Additionally, we also added the state senators and state assembly members along with their contact information and district number so that users can get even more personalized and even more local with their impact and communication.
Finally, let's move on to the chatbot section. Now, let's say we want to know what this website's about. We can have the chatbot introduce themselves by typing introduce yourself or something similar to that respect, and it will provide a simple introduction. Now, let's say we are a student that's interested in education, and we ask, give me a specific bill relating to education. And as you can see here, it provides a specific bill about AB 532. Let's get even more specific. What is Bill AB2? And from there, it's going to be able to tell what AB2 is. And if we wanted the official bill link, we can just ask what is the official bill link for AB2. And it will provide the official bill link, as you can see here, which allows users to have easy access. Now let's move on to the official code. In our actual code, we used a mix of React and Python to create the website. For our Python backend, it contains all the information about the bills and the messages the chatbot's going to send. In addition, we have Nevada bills.json file, and in here it provides all the bill information that we received from Legiscan.api.
For the actual website, we used a mix of JS and CSS files to create the actual web pages. The JS files create the actual text and structure of the pages, while the CSS files created the styles that make the page visually appealing. Now, let's move on to how we actually published this website. So the service we used is called Render. Now, Render allows us to build, deploy, and scale the actual website as a whole pretty easily. So as we click on the service Nevada Youth Policy Tracker, we can obviously see the deploy events, the different settings that we use, the logs, the metrics, and then finally the environment and environment variables that actually make the code work.
Now, in order to make render work properly, we had to use a GitHub repository. Not only will this allow render to work, we're allowed to collaborate with each other by sharing this GitHub repository and see each other's progresses.
Ultimately, the Nevada Youth Policy Tracker serves as a very powerful tool for the youth to actually understand and engage with their political system, because ultimately, the government shouldn't require a law degree to understand.
Thank you for listening to our presentation.